Prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll take on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And you know, for that matchup with Oklahoma City, this is what the fans have been wanting to see. Two of the best teams in the league duking it out, and you know whoever gets the win is going to be viewed as the team to beat.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Perimeter pair for them will be Booker and Brooks. Then there's Jalen Green. Then it's Williams. And it's Iguodala in at the 4. And for the Timberwolves, the big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at small forward.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Here's Iguodala. Just 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's DiVincenzo. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket of the night.
Every year, it seems like Randall's playing with more awareness. That's why you can now run the offense through him.
Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Clippers. And last season, Greg, Devin Booker became the Phoenix Suns' all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, he passed Hall of Famer Walter Davis to achieve that feat. And Booker is a guy that wants to be a Sun for life. So I expect him to break even more franchise records.
Green, no luck. Minnesota with the ball. Edwards inside, defended by Booker. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Brooks with it. McDaniels picks him up. The kick out to Williams. Good ball movement here by the Suns. DiVincenzo against Green. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
Pass to Iguodala. Back to Booker. Great tee that time from Edwards. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
And the first one at the line is good. So, Tim, for teams off to a really slow start, there's pressure to get it together before it's too late, and there's not enough time to make it up.
Well, it's early, so teams still have time. I think some teams have been affected by injury or just slow starts by individual players. It's not too late, but you can't wait too long either.
So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Timberwolves. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the 3rd best record in the conference. And checking out Phoenix, 7 games back.
I think for Minnesota,
they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
Well, they were in everyone's crosshairs, and they've actually outperformed some of those predictions. That is not easy to do with a target on your back.
Now here's Booker. He carries a very heavy load for him offensively, averaging nearly 32 points a game. Minnesota leading by 6. DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
This is exactly the start they were hoping for at the offensive end.
The Suns have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. DiVincenzo against Green. Pass to Iguodaro. Now Williams. Gobert with the block.
Man, Gobert's reach is essentially inescapable. He can swat any attempt away in the paint.
Here's DiVincenzo. Three-pointer, Randall. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Big bodies and soft hands. Well, that's what these guys possess. The top assisting centers and power forwards this year. Julius Randle, third.
It takes a tremendous feel for the game to be able to make the passes these big guys are capable of making out of the low post.
Yeah, having a big guy who can create for others used to be a luxury, but now it's a requirement, and it makes your offense that much harder to defend.
And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. Williams. And Williams is right there.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Well, you need to have a short-term memory. You can't worry about the shots that didn't go in.
McDaniels with the bounce pass. Phoenix grabs the miss. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, and the bottom line is they just had too many unfavorable matchups. They could never find a lineup that worked.
Here is Edwards. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Shoots from 12. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Out to Brooks. Back to Booker. Williams, a screen on Edwards. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jaden McDaniels. Tim, what would your advice be to get the Phoenix Suns back on track for their new head coach?
I think they need to change their mentality about what wins in this league. It's about defense and activity level. You got to have those players who are willing to lock in, fight, and battle for those 50-50 balls.
2 shots.
That's good from Williams. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front,
that can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
And both free throws good for Williams.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Iguodaro grabs the rebound. Suns trail by 5. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Tonight, his team has a huge assignment, containing all-star guard Devin Booker. He told me Devin is as good as it gets at the 2. He's always applying pressure. His shooting is great, but we don't talk about Book's ball handling enough. He is lethal in that regard as well. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now, here's DiVincenzo. Devin Booker missing his last shot. McDaniels finds DiVincenzo. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And so Green will bring it up for the Suns, trailing by 5. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
they just committed too many mistakes. It was impossible to overcome.
Now, here's Green. His last outing, 16 points for him. Booker the pass to Green. And the Suns miss again. Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Dillon Brooks.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Pass to Booker. Here's Iguodaro. He's defended by Randall. Here's Iguodaro. 6 on the shot clock. Suns moving the ball around. Brooks misses. Timberwolves leading by 7. Randall passes to Edwards. Over Green. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. That's now 8 points for Anthony Edwards.
And the touch on Edwards' shot is really nice. Gives it just enough power to drop in.
On offense, here are the Suns. Green deciding where to go with it. Pass to Williams. And it's Brooks in the corner. Here's Iguodaro. And here's Booker. Edwards defending. To the paint. Here's Green. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
Suns trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Brooks with it. McDaniels picks him up. Brooks kicks to Booker. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
DiVincenzo's gone 2 for 7 from the field. Booker outside. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Booker's got 5 now.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Donnie's checked in for Phoenix. Grayson Allen comes in for Dillon Brooks. Timberwolves leading by 6. Now here's Dosunmu, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Now Allen, Booker in the corner. Again, the miss by Booker.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Skillful make inside by Booker, able to find his spot for the finish.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any 2-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Green passes to Dunn. Back to Green. Dunn sets a screen for Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Naz Reid. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Minnesota.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
The first one falls. And when we look at this Suns team, Tim, over the last few seasons, what's the first word that comes to mind for you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say underachievement. You think back to 2021, 2 wins away from an NBA title. They made some swing for the fences type of decisions, and, well, it just didn't pan out.
Back to Dosunmu. The 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Pass to Allen. It's deflected. Here's Highland. Hasn't made one yet. Outside, Reed. Here's Beranger. Dunn covering. Here's Dosunmu. Oh, good on the triple. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. It's a 5-point game. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And the Suns making a change here. Livers is checked in. .107 left here in the opening quarter. Dunn sets a screen for Allen. Dunn misses.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Highland passes to Ingles. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Down low, a steal, and now the Suns a fast break, and done with the slam.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Anthony against Highland. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Beranger. Here's Dosunmu. The shot's good on the assist by Engel. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Well, that has to be intimidating. They're erasing easy looks, and they're changing perimeter shots as well.
Timberwolves leading by 6. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Dunn is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then there's Cole Anthony. And it's Malawach in at the 5 down low. The Suns shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, "I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me." Back over to you guys.
Fills it up with the best. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from O'Neal. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Randall against Dunn. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Pass to Allen. A kick out to O'Neal. A basket good off the assist from Allen. O'Neal's got 5 points in the quarter.
Drawing those defenders to the lane creates space on the perimeter. Beautiful look.
Randall against Dunn. And here's Randall. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Reed throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Suns trail by 3. O'Neal outside. Highland against Anthony. 6 to shoot. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Randall with the ball. Pass to Highland. Reed trying to get open. Highland's shot is good. Highland's got his first points in this one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now Dunn. Dunn sets a screen for Allen. Back to Dunn. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And so it's Highland who brings the ball up for Minnesota. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Reed. Lots of room. And again, it's Minnesota.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Dunn outside. There's O'Neal with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. O'Neal's got 8 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. And for the Suns, Iguodaro's checked in. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Dunn. The Timberwolves leading. Pass to Dosunmu. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Another miss by Minnesota. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And that one's good. Iguodaro's got his first 2 points of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Randall. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Clippers.
And don't forget about his work on the boards. He was doing the dirty work as well.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Iguodaro. Anthony right side. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Anthony's got it all tied up now for Phoenix. Now here's Dosunmu. Randall finds Ingles. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 6 assists here tonight. Well, you often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky's really the limit.
Here's Iguodaro. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Rockets in Houston.
Inside, outside, mid-range, Brooks has the accuracy to make whatever look he gets work for him.
Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Brooks against Randall. Iguodala grabs the rebound. Iguodala's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Allen. And Allen with the slam.
Yeah, he didn't take any chances with something soft in there. He's showing us a look at his verticality.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Timberwolves have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Over in the corner, Dosunmu to the wing on the left. Randall surveying the D. For 3, Edwards. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Some changes for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dosunmu. And a change for the Suns. Williams, he's checked in for Cole Anthony. The Suns trailing. Booker outside. Allen finds Booker. To the inside, Williams. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's McDaniels, rebound by the Suns. Iguodala's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Allen against DiVincenzo. Inside, here's Williams, stolen by McDaniels. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. Edwards kicks to Randall. Randall is doubled. 4 on the shot clock. A baseline J. Drained for 2 points.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
Suns trail by 3. And here's Booker from the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Lets it go from 11. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. For the 3. Offensive rebound. Gobert. Fires from deep. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And it's Brooks in the corner. Here's Booker. Gets a very good look and converts. And now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, Booker doesn't have any weaknesses. The mid-range area is somewhere he thrives.
To the middle, looking for Allen, and gets it there. The layup missed.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. And so Allen will bring it up now for Phoenix. And finished off by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
Suns trail by 3. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Minnesota's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Phoenix has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. For 3, Booker. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And look at Booker coming right back at him, knocking one down himself.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. They've led by as many as 11 points. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
That is the way they would like to play every night. But, of course, each opponent represents different challenges.
Here's Booker after the basket by Minnesota. Over Edwards. No good from Booker. Timberwolves leading by 3. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. That 3 off the mark.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Here's Brooks. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. DiVincenzo with the screen on Booker. Here's Edwards, and finished off by Edwards.
A good read by Edwards, playing at his pace and carving out space for that shot.
Suns trail by 5. Now Allen, taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Brooks, and the dunk by Brooks.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Randle outside. Outside Edwards. A 3 for DiVincenzo. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
Well, starting to stretch the floor. That's 2 triples for him this quarter.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Williams, a screen on Edwards. Tries it from the top of the key. No good from Booker. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Defended by Booker. Edwards looking it over. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Welcome, folks. EJ alongside Shaq and Kenny. First up, here are the players of the week. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Oh, why are you asking? I'm a little tired, but, I'm a busy man, Ernie. I got a lot going on, but I'm here. Like, what's going on? I'm ready. What are we doing here?
We're on now, but don't worry about it. You can sleep behind the desk. Nobody will even notice you're gone. Hey, get him a pillow.
Come on, fellas. We got a job to do. Take it a little seriously, would you?
Bring me a pillow, too.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Timberwolves.
It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Stacking the dimes and buying buckets. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
Timberwolves leading by 6. Up to the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
The Suns shooting about 42% so far. Brooks outside. Back to Booker. Lock at 6. Strong finish inside from Booker.
If Booker finds his groove on offense, he is a pure scorer, and it's going to be a long night for the defense.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
How about that? Flying high to send that one down. And you know what? When you've got the athleticism and explosion of a player like that, bigger guys are still at your mercy.
Phoenix with the ball. After the basket by Minnesota. Over in the corner, Green. Off target with his 3.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Pass to McDaniels. And here is DiVincenzo. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
90 seconds now into the second half. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. McDaniels against Brooks. Booker looking around. Whoa! Booker playing big inside.
Well, the defense was there, but Booker is strong enough as a finisher to get through that contact.
Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. To the paint. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
Here's Booker following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Back to Green. Brooks setting a pick for Green. Shot clock at 6. Brooks with the bounce pass. Here's Booker. Rebound, Minnesota. Here is Edwards. 17 points in the game. Beyond the arc. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got the lead up to 14 now for Minnesota.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. We'll get a moment now to view the league's stingiest defenses. The Timberwolves second.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Williams, a screen on Edwards. That's tipped. Inside, taken away. And here's Booker. 16 points for him. Pass to Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got 8 points.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Edwards against Booker. And here's Gobert. Back to Edwards. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by Williams.
It's just not his night from the 3. But this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Brooks. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. DiVincenzo with it. 15 points in the game. Gobert down low, working on Williams. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Suns trail by 12. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Back to you guys.
He can lock it down. Okay, Allie, thanks. Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. All free throws good from Randall.
You know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
Now here's Booker. He's got 16. From deep, Julius Randle with the rebound. Randall's got his 7th rebound here. Wow, what a play!
Unbelievable!
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Suns trail by 16. Booker outside. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Pass to Williams. Edwards against Booker. Brooks kicks to Booker. Puts up a 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Booker. To the inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Williams finds Booker. To end the run, and it's good. 2 points. Booker's got 6 here in this quarter.
And that's a nice possession. Did a good job to get that open shot.
Tim, one of the most dangerous scorers in the NBA, Devin Booker.
Well, he is smooth, Kevin. He makes it look easy, but developing that kind of offensive skill set is anything but.
Suns trail by 16. Outside, Green. Williams sets a screen for Green. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Green. 10 points for Mark Williams.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
The stunning athletic ability of Edwards going up high for that alley-oop.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Over Edwards. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
Anytime Devin Booker is sent to the line, it's a win for his offense. He's pretty much automatic, and it's been that way since he entered the league.
Now here's Randall. He's got 5. He gets it in there. Randall's got 7 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Iguodaro. Now Booker. Williams, a screen on Edwards. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside Edwards. On the wing, Ingles. Back to Edwards. Dosunmu, the pass to Ingles. Shot clock at 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, we've had a couple of NBA Cups in the book already. What have you thought of it so far?
A little added excitement and interest early in the regular season, and I'm all for it. Between that and the play-in, I think the NBA's done a great job to kind of make every part of the calendar relevant.
First free throw is good. Phoenix making some changes. Dunn comes in for Mark Williams. And Allen subbed in for Booker. No good on the second free throw. Suns trail by 16. Green dishes to Brooks. Drives to the hoop. Back to Green. Great D that time from Edwards.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
The Suns have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Brooks with the bucket.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Here's Dosunmu. Pass to Beringer. Now Ingles. Plays it up and banks it in. Ingles has got 9.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
And Phoenix has possession. They trail by 16. Here's Iguodaro. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Reeves got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Dosunmu, guarded by Green. Outside, Reed. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Suns trail by 16. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him. Minnesota making a switch here. Island's checked in. Amir Coffey's checked in for Phoenix. Anthony comes in for Dylan Brooks. Dunn finds Anthony. Suns moving the ball around. Allen outside. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. And Coffey gets it to go.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Pass to Dosunmu. 1:35 left in the third. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Dosunmu's got his second basket of the night.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Anthony. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Dunn with a screen on Highland. And here's Ingles outside. Phoenix grabs the miss. Dunn's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's the pick. Bounce pass Anthony.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Highland deciding where to go with it. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Reed. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Kicks it out to Allen. Pass to Green. Dunn outside. 6 to shoot. His three-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 14. Here's Beringer. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Allen outside. Fires the three. And no good. And so it's Minnesota with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. They'll be going with Allen and Booker on the wing. Dunn is out there with Fleming. And it's Anthony in at the point. Minnesota shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Outside, Reed. Pass to Highland. Now here's Randall for three. Nailed from three-point land. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Randall. And stolen by Booker. And now the Suns, a fast break. Stops, pops, and a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
Now, there is no doubt about it. Booker is one of the best catch-and-shoot options in this league.
Randall right side. Sweet move. That shot off.
Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have the lead for now.
Tim, when you think of the players, which players come to mind as setting the bar for a high basketball IQ?
LeBron James certainly at the top of the list. Nikola Jokic, I would put Luka Doncic in that category as well. IQ means you have the ability to understand defenses and where your four teammates are at all times.
And for some it's natural, and for some they probably got to work at it, correct?
You got to work on it, but I think it's critical if you really want to separate yourself from the rest of the pack.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Suns. Allen kicks to O'Neal. Anthony in the corner. Booker with the screen for Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
It's the Timberwolves now. Following the score by Phoenix. Count it, good.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Done outside. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists tonight.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Edwards has come in for Joe Ingles. And the Suns making a change here as well. Mark Williams has checked in for O'Neal. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
Thank you, Allie. Suns trail by 10. Booker the pass to Dunn. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Randall passes to Highland. Pocket 6. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And the Timberwolves lead by 10. Suns have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Anthony down low. He's defended by Highland. And here's Booker from the arc. It's good from long range. Booker's got 15 points here in the second half.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Left side, Edwards misses the layup. Here's the Suns with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Such a wide open look.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Anthony against Highland. Over in the corner, Edwards. Reed with a screen on Anthony. Back to Reed. Taken away by Williams. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. Gets out ahead and finishes the job. Devin Booker.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Highland passes to Dosun. And stolen by Dunn. Fast break, here come the Suns. Anthony against Highland. Pass to Anthony. Williams sets a screen for Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Booker left side. Shoots over Dosunmu. Not enough on that one as it misses. From the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Dosunmu's got 5 points now this quarter.
And now that's 1 3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those three-point opportunities.
Dunn with a screen on Highland. Here's Anthony. Rebound, Minnesota. They led by as many as 18 points. Now here's Dosunmu. Allen defending. To the right side. Shoots the 3. Highland misses. The Suns on offense. They're on an 18-7 run. They grab their own miss. Out to Anthony. Second shot opportunity. A shot, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Pass to Randall. Back to Edwards. Over Anthony. Edwards can't hit. Suns trail by 6. Booker the pass to Dunn. Phoenix no good that time either. The Timberwolves have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Now Highland. Back to Edwards. Pass to Randall. Over Dunn. Randall no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. It's Allen on the wing. Defended by Dosunmu. Edwards against Booker. Dunn outside. Off target from outside. Timberwolves leading by 6. Here's Dosunmu. Unable to get that one. Williams with the defensive effort. Booker with no one around. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 5th assist in this one. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Dosunmu. Now Highland. Covered by Anthony. Randall outside. Dosunmu, the pass to Edwards. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And here's Booker. Lets it go from the wing. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Reeves got double-digit rebounds now in the game. It's stolen by Allen. Dunn kicks to Allen. A three-pointer. Good.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Minnesota making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. And then for Phoenix, Iguodaro's checked in. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Allen. Now, here's McDaniel. 5 on the clock. Edwards. Off target from outside.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot, and when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Now, here's Green. Booker against Edwards. Puts one up from 19. Gobert there for the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 3. Randall. And there's the dunk.
And you'll never see Randall back down in a big moment. He's looking to be the guy when they need a bucket.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Booker draws the double. Green outside. Gobert with the block. 1:22 left in the game. McDaniels on the wing. Brooks covering. It's good.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
Now here's Booker going inside. And that time also a missed shot. Minnesota's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. That one drops.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Minnesota.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Anthony Edwards.
Well, it's a great night for him, and his impact goes beyond the box score. The relentless energy he plays with fuels his team.
Brooks fires. He's off from 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Edwards. Randall outside. 6 to shoot. Now Edwards. 17-foot shot away, and down it goes.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Williams, Gobert with the block.
And there's a reason Gobert has led the league in block shots.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Dante, you won state titles in high school, 2 national titles at Villanova, and now a growing role in the NBA. What has been the secret to your success?
It's my ability to adapt. Different teams, different dynamics of different teams. Just my ability to adapt to that team and fit.
Sky's the limit, guys.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.